Hello, Slanio, and all the students in Husos, Brazil. And sorry if I look like a telemarketer or somebody who's trying to sell you something, which I kind of am trying to sell you something in a way. But hello, I'm David. I'm a student who I study at Northern Kentucky University. This is a small, well, I wouldn't say small, relatively small. Well, relatively small compared to other universities in the area. It's a Well, but anyway, it's a university in Highland Heights, Kentucky, in the United States of America, and I've studied there for about a year so far. I'm actually really enjoy studying at college. I I've learned a lot in my short time there. But now I think I'll get to the point of why I came here. I came here or I did this video to talk about the importance of learning English as a second language. I'm not just telling you. I'm not just going to tell you about why it's important to learn English. Because some of you may think, well, why should I learn English? I'm not going to go to the United States, or I don't plan on living in Great Britain or going to Australia. G'day. Well, even if you're not, if you want to stay in Husos, I know I've never been there, but I've seen some pictures, and it seems to me to be a pretty beautiful town. Would be an interesting place to visit. I wouldn't mind going there someday. Yeah, to see my buddy Slanio. Yeah, maybe I'll bring my girlfriend Dasha from Russia. Mm-hmm. Would be interesting. But let me just not go off on a tangent here and start talking about completely unrelated stuff. But really, let's just get down to the importance of learning English. English is actually a very important language to learn. It's not like like it's just like let me see what a good. It wouldn't be like learning Italian or something like that, where you only really can use it in a isolated part of the world. But English is a very widespread language. English is spoken by about a billion people worldwide, and a billion out of 6 billion. That's a pretty good number of people who speak this language that I'm speaking right here. That's not just that's also including native speakers and people who've learned it. And because it's spoken by so many people, it's used internationally, which means it's used for other cultures to be able to communicate with one another. It's become what you could call as a international language, second to Spanish in the number of speakers it has. And English has a very rich history. It goes back to the 680s, something around there. It has a very diverse history, and English has went through various phases, before it came to what it is today. It first started out as Old English, then Middle English, and then English which is spoken today. And there's many different variants of that. I myself speak American English, and there's British English, and all kinds of other different variants, which most likely you're probably being taught. But Slanio there is probably teaching you American English. At least that's what I think people in Brazil learn. But the internet is a very useful place for learning language. I myself taught myself Russian with the internet, and only the internet. That's all I had for the majority of the time that I've spent learning Russian. It's one of the hardest languages in the world for a non-native speaker to learn, and I taught it myself. I didn't have someone who was as passionate and caring as Slanio to teach you all the language. It was just on my own. and you know, it was difficult. I'll admit that. It was at times frustrating, but I just kept striving ahead because, you know, I wanted to learn that language, English, Russian. And now I'm not fluent, but I'm almost conversational in Russian. But my pronunciation is so good that not even a native speaker can tell a difference. Like, I don't have an accent to them. And so, if myself can learn one of the hardest languages in the world for a non-native speaker to learn, and learn it that well on my own, then you, with the help of Slanio, should be able to learn English well, where you could probably go to the United States, and people wouldn't just be wondering, "Hey, you from around here?" Like, yeah. And then you tell them that you're from Brazil, and they're like, "What? You speak English really well. You're not from Brazil. You're lying to me," or something like that. And all it takes is just effort. With the right amount of effort, you can do anything you want. It's just you have to believe. So take care down there.